I don't know what anybody thinks about these immigration checkpoints that are located far in from the actual U.S. border crossings. When you're approaching up to it, they have all these infrared cameras that take pictures of every single angle of your vehicle, and sometimes this is backed up pretty heavy, and right up here is where that huge row of cameras are. Right up here, right there, there's lots of cameras and lights, and I don't know what kind of information it's sending to the guys sitting up in those booths, but I was driving along one time and it must be 10 or 15 cameras. So fortunately I was coming through here at I think 3 or 4 in the morning, but when I was going the opposite direction, going to my drop off, I'm in the commercial lane, and it was pretty well backed up, and that's costing my time, and it's hindering my freedom of movement throughout the country. And I know you can't read this sign that's coming up. There's a neon board sign right here. It says, "Have your immigration citizenship documents ready for inspection." I mean, what? I'm in the United States, right? And I'm supposed to have my immigration documents. That's a bunch of BS. With all the people that are here, what is this station doing? I mean, the guy was friendly enough. He just asked me, "Is it just you in the vehicle?" I said, "Yeah." And I went on. But this irritates me. This irritates me. Okay, we are all loaded up again. We got these two Coleman Rubicons going to Spring, Texas. I was hoping to get something out to California again, but they just didn't have anything running at that time, so that is okay. Texas is just fine. Spring, Texas is just outside of Houston. It's on the northern side of Houston. So I'm gonna leave here tonight. I'll get to the house in Texas on Sunday morning, and then, wow, it's dark over here. I'll get to the house in Texas on Sunday morning, and then I'll do my 10-hour break. I can go to church. I can go to church out there and have something to eat and refit, and then I can get some rest, and I can wake up early in the morning on Monday and leave out. I can leave out around, I guess about 1 or 2 a.m. and it's only 5.5 hour drive from the house in Texas to out to Houston. So So that should be all right. And then deliver on Monday, and then I can do my 10-hour break down there, and then turn around and go straight back from Spring, Texas, come right back to Indiana. So it should be a 4-day turnaround. And then I come right back, and that should be, I should get back here the Wednesday before Christmas. And I'll see if they have another one of those runs that I can do 2 days down, so I could deliver on a Friday. So I could pick up on Wednesday, go down, deliver on a Friday, or maybe even something a little shorter, and then turn around and come back, and then I can stay out in, I can get back to Indiana in time for Christmas Eve, and I can go to the church up here that I like for Christmas Eve service. That would be really nice. There's a real nice church in Mishawaka that I like to go to whenever I'm here. And then my son and I could spend Christmas Day playing video games. So, doesn't seem all half bad of an idea. So we'll see how things work out, I think. And but this will be nice. I really like taking the double loads. It's easier to load, easier to unload. I don't have to worry about overhang in the front or overhang in the rear. I don't have to pull the propane tanks off. I don't have to pull the jack stands off and reassemble it when I get there. It's easy on, easy off. So they brought in a lot of RVs today. It's just loaded with them. I don't know. It's kind of dark, but it's loaded with RVs here. Brought in a lot of fifth wheels. And a lot of those, I think what they call them destination RVs. They're big, huge monsters. They're as big as big or bigger than those fifth wheels. So it's kind of dark out here, hard to see anything. But all right. So got everything strapped down, and gonna finish up doing a pre-trip. Finish up doing the pre-trip, and then gotta get the paperwork done, photos submitted, and then we should be off and out of here. All right. Okay. Let's go to Texas. Alrighty. Coming up on a nice sunset. We're in the Topeka yard and just got loaded up with another run to Texas. This one's going to Anthony, Texas. The last one that I had done went to Spring, Texas, which is the short clip that I had before. And that was a bit of a... it wasn't bad. It was good. It just it kind of threw all my timing off, and it threw off my drive clock, and I ended up getting... I was gonna go straight down to Spring, Texas, and drop off. And I was going to drop off on a Saturday because it's a camping world, and most camping worlds you can deliver on Saturdays, which is nice. But I ended up finding... I was loading up late in the day, and I ended up finding some damage on the upper front cap, and it was damaged that you get this sheet that tells you what's acceptable damage to continue to deliver with and what's not. So this was kind of gouges in the front cap, so that needed to be addressed and repaired before I could take off. So since it was late in the day, the repair crews couldn't come out and repair it right away, so it put me a day behind. So I ended up, since I couldn't deliver on Saturday, I went ahead and I left. I was going to leave on a Thursday, and then I couldn't leave until Friday, so that caused me to just... it was a day behind, so I couldn't deliver on Saturday. So I got down to the house in Texas on Sunday, and then it was only a 5-some-hour drive from there. So I left it, I don't know, 2 something in the morning, 3 something in the morning. I don't know what it was, but and I delivered on that Monday. That was the Monday before Christmas. And I did my 10-hour break down there at a Pilot in Houston. And then I drove back. I was going to go straight back to Indiana and see if I could pick up another load, but I looked at my hours, and I would have only had 18 hours left on my 70-hour clock by the time I got back to Indiana. So really it wasn't going to do any good. So I went back to the house in Texas, and then I started to not feel so well. I don't know what it was, but I wasn't feeling too well, and I ended up staying there until Friday, the Friday before Christmas. So I stayed there. I got back home to the house in Texas early Tuesday morning, and I didn't leave out until Friday night. So I was there all week, just not feeling great. And I don't want to drive when I don't feel good. So I went and left Texas on Friday, and I got up to Indiana. I got up to Wakarusa Yard on Christmas Eve morning. That was this past Sunday. And then I dropped my trailer at the Wakarusa Yard. There was no one there, so I ran in to I took a shower in there. Nice facility, really nice facility. So quick took a shower, got changed, went to church. Because if I would have gone to the house in Elkhart, I would have been going right past the church, really, and it would have taken me a lot longer, and I wouldn't have made it. So and as it was, I barely made it anyway. So yeah. But so now I spent Christmas with my son. We had a good time Christmas Eve, and Christmas Day. There's the only place open in Elkhart was the IHOP. And so we went there. We had some dinner there. That was nice. And I had cooked dinner the night before. So as my son got off of work early on Christmas Eve, so it was nice. It was a good visit. I'm glad I was up here for Christmas. So it was good. And so now today is Wednesday. I got dispatched on this load yesterday. I was trying to get something going to California. I've been trying the last one, the load that I had going to Texas. I wanted something to go into California. They just don't have it right now. And you'd think with all these RVs that are here, there'd be something going to California, but the way one of the yard shuttlers explained it to me, and that makes a lot of sense, and I really didn't think about it that way, was that just because they're sitting in the yard here doesn't mean they're ready to be delivered, or that the dealership that it's going to be going to, or that it has purchased it, they don't necessarily want it right away. So they, I guess, have an option to leave it parked in the yard here, and I assume they pay storage fees of some kind, and when they're ready to take delivery of it, then they request it. So that makes sense. I kind of didn't think about it that way, but so there hasn't been anything going to California. So the closest one that they had when I called yesterday, called and talked to Mike, the manager, because Tony, my dispatcher, he was out yesterday for, I guess, the holiday, which is about right. Mike had said that the closest he could get me was Phoenix, Arizona, or I think it was Avondale, Arizona, which is a suburb of Phoenix. But they had this one going to Anthony, Texas, and This will be a perfect run for me. It'll be 2 days down to the house in Texas, and then would be when I'm delivering this, I would be going straight past the house in Texas anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and take this from the house in Texas to Anthony. It's just a short, another 8-hour drive. Real easy down to 20, then to 10, and Anthony is right past El Paso, and just before you hit the Arizona state line. So I never even have to touch Arizona. So I'll be traversing the entire Texas, from Texarkana all the way to El Paso. So with a stop at the house in Texas in between. So, and then after that, I'm gonna go back to the house in Texas, do a 34-hour reset there, go to church on the Sunday before New Year's. Got to change oil in the truck, and I'm bringing my ramps. My vehicle ramps, because I got to do some work on the car out there in Texas. I'm going to replace an oil pan. Got a hole punched in it, so. All right, so that's a nice sunset. It's a nice sunset. The only other place I've seen in the world that has better sunsets, ironically enough, is Afghanistan. And unfortunately, that is completely wasted because nobody over there even cares. But the mountain ranges that they have over there, and the sunsets are spectacular. Sunsets and sunrises, actually. So, but anyway. If anybody's ever been to Afghanistan, please put something in the comments. Let me know where you were and what you thought of it. Or shoot me an email. I like talking to folks about different places that I've been. So, all right, we're gonna finish up. I'm kind of killing some time right now, waiting for the afternoon traffic to clear out, because I'm going to be going through through the southern part of Goshen, but then mostly I want to make sure that the traffic in Indianapolis is cleared out. I do not like sitting in traffic, so I'm going to give it a little bit, and I want to try and get through Indianapolis around 10 or 11 tonight, and then we're shooting for a truck rest stop, the same truck rest stop that I usually always stop at, that I like, in just west of West Memphis, Arkansas. So, well, I got my new IFTA stickers. There we go. That's the 2023 one. So I got the 2024s. Those are going on New Year's Day. So, all right. So we will get going. All right, we'll see you on the road. Here's a fast motion clip of me going through El Paso in the morning on my way to delivery. Enjoy. Alright, chalking up another successful delivery in Anthony, Texas. Well, it's the first time to Anthony, Texas, but good nonetheless. Very nice. And quick, no hassles. And we're heading for that Pilot straight ahead right there. Or Flying J. Sorry, it's Flying J. We do the 10-hour break there. And then head back to the house in Texas and do a reset. Overall, it was a nice drive coming in. No problems. I left about 1:30 in the morning Central Time, and then I got here I guess about 10 o'clock, 10:15, something like that. So and then got unloaded fairly quickly, and then they got me out of there, got me my paperwork, and I was gone. So this one has a Denny's at it, which most of your Flying J's and pilots now have Denny's, so I get myself something to eat and then lay down and go to sleep. I am tired. I've been up all night long. So, and it looks like there's plenty of parking. So, good. So I'll be able to get out of here sometime in the evening, late evening. I guess about 9 or 10 or so, 9 or 10 at night, something like that. Then I'll end up driving all night back to the house, which is fine. I like driving at night. So, truck entrance. There it is. Okay. And the last part of this video is my nighttime drive back through the city of El Paso, and that's at 10 times speed. So that's all for this video, and thanks for watching. I appreciate everybody subscribing. I saw that I'm almost 620 subscribers now, so I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I appreciate everybody watching, and I appreciate all the comments. I like answering comments. I like bouncing ideas off of people giving me different ideas, so thank you very much, and I appreciate it all. Have a great day.